реально сверх разума на G2. Вот от них, я не знаю, ожидали ли такого сопротивления на Overpass, но у них наконец начала идти защита с самого начала. Ох, это реально красиво, они сравнивают счет. Самое главное, у них экономика стабилизирует. Делать, зато они взяли отличный раунд против Нави сейчас. А что по поводу Нави, кстати, интересно, они будут ли делать какой-то бай до 2000 или все-таки оставят экономический? Хотя, может, сейчас закупятся до последнего, хотя там, по-моему, максимальная сумма 3 с небольшим и мощно не выйдет.
Почему могут закупиться? Потому
Калаш.
что там экономика у команды G2 с огромнейшими проблемами. И если бы здесь была закупка, наверное, это как один из вариантов, что бомбу ставили, раунд
Они
проиграли.
решили через один девайс сыграть.
Ну да, будут отыгрывать от Саши Симпла.
Который подгорел.
Ну, там 86 хп остается, как бы не проблематично. Минута 40, друзья, 19-го раунда на наших экранах. Флейми с диглом старается что-нибудь найти в районе точки Б. Ну, а Симпл вместе с своими тиммейтами открывается и будет действовать с фонтана.
Да, сейчас на прочек, наверное, лучше отправить кого-нибудь безарморного. Но видим то, что закрытые довольно позиции для G2. Джекс будет ждать уже на шарах, смотреть, кто-то найдется ли. На шарике никто не... Вот пришел все-таки один товарищ. Но... Гардиан. Симпл проходит шары. А дальше как быть? Потихонечку, полигонечку. Калаш еще не полили.
Ну, вот главное тут Симплу не идти первому. Постараться либо разменять, либо...
Да, у него в команде 4 фейсчекера есть вот в этом раунде.
Так, ну тут Джекс у нас на приемке. А Планта вместе с своими тиммейтами находится.
По-моему, заметил Гардина.
Шестой игрок — это Кенис. Кенис смотрит лонг. Тут Элик будет открываться. Да, открывается. Заметил свой оппонент. Симпл. Вот он, Калашников. Флейми. Убивает еще и Кениса. И все. Точка открыта. Нужно заходить быстрее бомбе, останавливаться и стараться раунд забирать. Аманек открылся, но не нужно идти дальше команде Нави. Игрокам по отдельности. Бомба устанавливается. Все хорошо. 5-3. G2 понимают, что этот раунд уже не выиграть абсолютно никак. И уходит на сейф. Это 10-й раунд. Всего с одним девайсом от Саши Симпла.
Да, раунд имени Кадзимы будет, пускай, для Нави. Очень приятно все-таки от одного девайса, минимальные какие-то просадки по экономике, они должны это брать. Но Электроника решил пойти поискать своих соперников, и в итоге он отдал фарм Нексе. Ну, окупается, что поделать. На деле-то я думаю, что остальные члены команды Нави сейчас не должны этого делать. Есть хороший подобранный девайс, а именно Авик, который надо бы оставить. Там где-то еще должен был валяться, да, Бумыч добрался до Эмки. Так что вот остались только в огромном плюсе после этого раунда по всем фронтам. Только Бумыч погибает, и МК в итоге не уходит на next раунд. Вот это сейчас неприятно получилось. Ну ладно, Бог дал, Бог взял, как говорится. Да,
не смертельно, конечно, закупка будет, денежка имеется. И, по сути, вообще не забываем, что раунд был все с одним девайсом. Ну и вот Блейд, тренер Нави, понимает, что все пока идет так, как и должно быть. Все замечательно. Но вот G2 сразу берут тактическую паузу.
По-моему, это последняя их пауза, нет?
По всей видимости, похоже.
У них, по-моему, 3 было в прошлой половине, и сейчас решили разобраться со всеми моментами. Но вопрос, конечно, серьезный для G2, потому что защита здесь тоже требует какой-то выдумки. Нужно при этом еще пытаться угадывать, что конкретно Нави делают. Возможно, играть на каких-то там суперагрессивных поджимах, тоже вариант. Виндиго так пытались отыгрывать, у них местами получалось. То есть именно ловить на какие-то непредсказуемые мувы своих соперников и от этого, возможно, побеждать. Так, там М-ка валяется одинокая. Но
закуплены деньги для команды G2. Есть 2 юмпа для Некса и Аманека, 2 эмочки для Кениса и Хантера, Фамас для Джекса. Ну и вот Аманек уже с юмпом занимает коннектор вместе с Джексом. Вдвоем здесь решили занять эту позицию. Некса получает флешку, но не
вот
смертельно. Хорошо для Флейми. Вместе с электроникой вышел. Симпл убивает еще и Хантера. 5-3 большинство. Бумыч здесь должен закрывать Аманека, как минимум. Более того, там еще и Джекс, но пока нет информации по Джексу. Симпл тоже не слышал, но это уже 5-2. Это должен быть раунд для команды Нави.
Ну, по-хорошему, да. И на деле-то G2, я думаю, не будут здесь оказывать сопротивление. Эта МК слишком важна, ее нужно оставить на дальнейший путь. Но видим то, что есть минус по Флейме. Кинес находится, убивается, и Джекс тоже не становится для Бумыча проблемой, и он их просто съел. 3 фрага у него в этом раунде.
Ну и вот 13-13 сравниваем статистику.
Вообще там, в принципе, тут все плюс-минус на равных идут по счету. У команды Нави только Гардиан немного, ну, понятное дело, на снайпере у него поменьше фрагов. А со стороны G2 есть отстающий очень сильный, это Джекс. Вот он как-то не подключился пока. Хантер, по-моему, вчера был в числе отстающих и очень сильно, а здесь он, наоборот, топ-стату по фрагам имеет.
Ну, вот у нас Хантер и Некс, мы их знаем как хороших стрелков. Да, бывает, иногда выпадают, но, опять же, ребята достаточно хорошо по стрельбе держатся. Ну что, начинается 21 раунд. Здесь только лишь пистолет у ребят с команды G2. Есть в этом плане проблемы для них, учитывая то, что у Нави хорошая закупка. И, по идее, 12-й раунд должны забирать и уже выходить на какое-то такое плюс-минус солидное преимущество. Ну, в 3 раунда, но с чего-то начинать надо. Элик делает фраг. Там на размене Джекс, но Симпл с Гардианом дальше продолжает все это дело. Некс играет еще Симпла. Гардиан тир тут для него вместе с Бумычем. Ну и, в общем-то, этот раунд спокойно заканчивается. Смотри, там у Гардиана 12, ну, 11-250. И вообще экономика у Нави, скажем так, на хорошем уровне.
Ну, не у всех все так однозначно. У Гардиана 11, но есть электроник с 2000, так что тут... На деле-то стоит не на это обращать внимание. То, что же, то кажется, все. Да, то есть защита, в принципе, как мы предполагали, у них будет не сильна, но то, что сейчас происходит, это, конечно, максимум печальности, потому что есть у них бай на все деньги, и вот если этот раунд будет проигрываться, то на самом деле можно уже закрывать.
Минута 40 на таймере 22-го раунда. Флейми просматривает монстра. Оттуда идут два игрока. Это Некса вместе с Нави. Джекс открывает себя от электроника, но Бумыч на размене мгновенно. Это 4 в 2. Да, там проблемы по здоровью у Флейми и у Бумыча. Но опять же, по разменам, по всей видимости, принимают решение отыгрывать вдвоем. Угадать какой-либо план. И Кинис перетягивается сейчас ближе к Аманеку. Вдвоем будут отыгрывать этот самый бэксайд. Ну и минута времени. На таймере Нави нужно потихоньку уже занимать позиции.
Теги писал. Можно у тебя их скопировать? Я просто
минута.
Начинающий стример.
Всего лишь минута,
Спасибо за идею.
Можно разыграть пока. Ну, такими темпами это будет просто сплит А, если Симпл пойдет по дуге. Ну, вот там просто просматривают аккуратненько тоже, пока команда проходит по лонгу. Они могут тоже перейти на дугу. Но ничего вообще не происходит ровным счетом. В принципе, G2 пока принимает решение стакнуться на Б. И если бомба поставится на А, то они просто засейвят девайсы. Так что в любом случае останутся при своих. Ну, вот все равно... Конечно, печально. У них было мало очень гранаты изначально закуплено, и они начали с этим поджимом монстра. Без гранат довольно, конечно, рискованно. Ну и риск не оправдался, что поделать. Но кто не рискует, тут не пьет шампанское на лане. И G2, в принципе, себе гарантировали уже 2-3 место, и деваться-то им некуда.
Кинис с Аманеком будут сейвить эти самые 2 винтовочки. В 22-м раунде и Нави выходит на 13-й и уже буквально в шаге, в 3 маленьких шажочках от победы на первой карте. Да, это свой пик, и да, у нас дальше будет Мираж, соответственно, пик уже команды G2, но пока очень важно закрыть эту карту без каких-либо проблем. Ну и, ты знаешь, на второй половине получается. Кинис стреляет, но, опять же, спалили эту позицию.
Самое главное, чтобы до него добежать не успели. Ему слишком важно заставить это девайс. Так, там.
До него побегут. Но, да, по таймингу уже никак здесь не успеть. 13-9, есть 2 засейвленных девайса. Будем сейчас наблюдать за, скорее всего, баем до 2000 для команды G2, потому что с деньгами там есть проблемы. Ну и Нави спокойно могут шагать до 14-го.
Ну, возможно, есть смысл просто форсить до конца.
Не-не-не, вряд ли. Ты что?
Ну да, такой бай здесь получился.
13-9, 14-9, да, конечно, неприятно, но, опять же, можно еще... Да с любого счета можно закомбэчить. С 15-0 до 15-15. Да, конечно, мы это видим очень нечасто, но, опять же, главное, если очень захотеть, можно даже в космос полететь.
Лети. В чем проблема?
А я не очень хочу.
Так, Бумыч, как раз из космоса прилетевший в Нави. Сейчас готов сжать. Нет, его зажали просто Кинис. С коннектора делает фраг. Ну и теперь надо перестраиваться по-быстрому, пока дают. Аманек погибает. Да, тут поджим тем временем пошел от атаки. И через смог нашивать. Кинис под блайндом находится. И вот здесь уже Симпл не простил действительно вместе с электроником вдвоем справились. Ну и вопрос по поводу большинства для Нави, теперь уже подавляющего, потому что погибает еще и GX, электроник находит его на дуге. Можно отправляться на план спокойно, и сейчас этим и занимается большая часть команды Нави, остается Флейме в качестве люркующего, но он пошел на Б-план посмотреть, и, кстати, здесь нашел свою смерть, Хантер его забирает. И это уже немного делает ситуацию более приятной, потому что там можно прийти с калашом к себе, к своей команде, и попытаться выйти на ретейк. Терять особо-то нечего, в принципе, экономика у них выровнялась. Закупились так, чтобы у всех что-то добыло. Получает, правда, Савик и Некс очень неприятно. И он уже считает, что вне игры. Видимо, решили сейвить.
Да, будут, конечно же, здесь сейвить Калаш. Ну,
не досчитался своего друга.
Некс уже шли вдвоем, а Некс отлетел куда-то. Может быть, в космос, а может быть, нет, пока непонятно. Хантер остается последним. В идеале ему здесь засейвить этот самый Калаш. Ну, это 14-9, это 5 раундов разницы между коллективами. Всего 2 остается взять команде Нави, чтобы оказаться сильнее своих оппонентов. У Гардина там сейчас будет сколько? 16 тысяч, по идее. Ну-ка, давайте посмотрим, что у него по деньгам. И, да, 16 тысяч долларов у Владислава Ковача.
Ну что, Джиту. Ну, последняя попытка сейчас должна быть бая. Калаш остался с прошлого раунда, а что остальные могут себе позволить? Сейчас нам реплей хотели показать, но перехотели. Так что тут 2 кольта, АУК и АВП. Да, здесь пошли ва-банк. У Хантера остается, в принципе, на бай на next раунд, но там уже от одного девайса, конечно. Были от G2 выигранные какие-то эко-раунды, такое тоже мы видели. И Виндиго против Нави брали эко-раунды вчера, но... Это вопрос какой-то случайности одного, а дальше все может
Кеннис
пойти.
Открывается из фраг по электронику. Кеннис еще и Флейми убивает. Дальше пытается найти кого-либо, откидывает смог и все. По сути, сейчас Кеннис очень много сделал, чтобы этот раунд ребята из команды G2 забрали. Бомба выбита. Ну и осталось просто ее сохранить. Здесь ребятам из команды G2 на полу. Как что это? Пол. Ну, скажем так, на полу. И просто-напросто этот раунд забрать. Отличнейшие шансы. Кеннис, прекрасная реализация. И, друзья, это все при том, что нету армора у Кенниса. Симпл находит голову, здесь пытается прострелом, а вот теперь все еще можно зацепиться за этот раунд. Но опять же с бомбой есть проблемы.
Не, Кеннис не пропустит, хотя блайнд кейс подбирает, но надолго Бумыча не хватило, он тут же решил положить эту бомбу обратно. Некса погибает, вот это сейчас было интересно, но пока, конечно, вот Кеннис очень вовремя подрубился в эту игру, и вот еще фраг делает третий уже, но после этого его Симпл закрывает, но он остается 1 против 2. Терять девайс ему не страшно, на самом деле, в обмен на риск, только если этот риск будет оправданный. Есть 40 секунд, то может как-то через шорт попытаться, не смогшить, хотя, ну, смотри, он находит Нексу. Вот, господи, Некса Манека немного, кусочек буквально. И так и будет продолжать, видимо, шить. Не угадывать немного с положением, конечно, это трудно сделать через смог, но когда уже навелся, было слишком поздно. В итоге этот раунд берут все-таки G2 Esports, для них это был очень важный раунд, у Хантера аж 7000 стал по итогу, да, он оказался мертв, но у него было 3800 по окончанию того раунда, а здесь они и вовсе красавчики. Ну
и вот берется один из, наверное, пока ключевых раундов на этом оверпассе. Понятно, почему нельзя сейчас G2 допускать команду Нави до 15-го, но денег у рожденных побеждать очень много. В достатке, там 16 тысяч по-прежнему у Гардена было после этого раунда, ну, там 15 с копейками. Закупает он здесь авик, ну и, в общем-то, все более чем здорово. И замечательно пока для Нави. Да, Нави берут паузу, есть что обсуждать. Не нужно сейчас допускать G2 близко по счету.
Но вопрос в том, что в этот раз они показались на монстре все, также там не было ни смока, ни флешки, они просто открылись под Кенеса, возможно, не ожидали от него такого агрессивного поджима, возможно, еще что-то, но вот как раз там Кенес и смог сделать свои -2, которые в дальнейшем определили темп игры. Теперь, наверное, они сейчас будут рассматривать иной расклад тактики, и, возможно, раунда под Б в этот раз мы не увидим. В принципе, у них в среднем-то подошло все как-то поуспешнее. Но пока еще рассказывать о таком рано. Да, 3 под Б у нас пока что собираются. В целом отсюда можно перебираться в коннектор. Видим то, что есть один товарищ, а он же Симпл, который через мид в коннектор спускается.
Кеннис. Очень важная позиция. Ему здесь нельзя ошибаться. Ну и отходит на Монстр. Неужели будет до конца открываться? Гардиан, конечно же, здесь накажет Кинеса за такое.
Open фраг есть, полдела сделано. Теперь Бумыч собирает информацию по базе. Откроется ли здесь Джекс? Открывается.
Не перестрелял Бумыч, 4 хп, но очень много информации сейчас дает. И вообще очень многое делает в этом раунде. И, кстати, 2 игрока мгновенно перетягиваются на плент. А это значит, что Нави могут попытаться зайти на точку Б. Но пока не торопятся. Тоже ждут. Скорее всего, растягивают своих оппонентов на 2 плента.
Но бомба уже текает с T-спавна. Ну, как он там все-таки уже под базу Б была стянута. И подтягиваются на помощь Бумычу. Так что это все-таки будет аплент. У нас же, видимо, решили наоборот, что здесь Нави будут их растягивать, фейковать или еще что-то делать, и стакнулись на базе Б. Ну и опять, это тоже мы уже, в принципе, видели от них. Неясно, что будет в случае, если они не угадают, будут ли они пытаться идти на ретейк или просто засейвят. Потому что все-таки речь сейчас идет об отданном 15-м раунде.
Вот она бомба. Ну и тут не нужно идти на сейф. Это понимают ребята из команды G2 и уходят на засейв девайсов. Следующий, друзья, это 15-10. Это 5 шансов для команды Нави, чтобы закрыть своих оппонентов на первой карте и отправиться уже на Мираж со счетом 1-0. Ну и вот есть закупка, есть авик для Аманека, есть 2 эмочки, конечно, более чем относительно хорошие девайсы. Плюс там Хантер, скорее всего, даст дроп своему тиммейту. Аманек Кинесу дропнет авик. Ну и что-то можно придумать, но, опять же, очень и очень хорошие шансы сейчас для команды Нави закрыть G2.
Ну, я думаю, от этого все-то и ожидали от Нави на их пике, чтобы они просто брали и закрывали. Но все-таки даже если это будет так, даже если это будет 16-10, это все-таки было нелегко, особенно на первой половине.
Да, первая половина действительно была близка, и вот пока, скажем так, увидев счет 8-7, 15-10 это для Нави хороший исход. Ну и да, закупка, слушайте, проблем абсолютно никаких нет, более еще по гранатам остались здесь. Все здорово для G2. Ну и будет 4 эмочки, будет авик для Кинеса, у Нави. Так, Бумыч забыл девайс, вернулся на базу, все, бывает такое. Гардиан попытался здесь немножко по бане хопить и будет сейчас смотреть снайперской винтовки своих оппонентов. А тут 4 игрока на Б, укрепление от команды G2 только 1 на. И это может стать проблемой. Бумыч открывается, ловит флешку, должны его здесь как-нибудь уже забрать. Но там все сами белые. Симпл убивает Джекса, Бумыч убивает Нексу, Хантер убивает Бумыча. Это 4 в 3. Большинство для команды Нави. Можно это закрывать, Элик. Там редовый Хантер, его тоже забирают. Это 3 в 2. Кеннис вместе с Аманеком смогут ли закрыть Кеннис? Убивает электроника, но Симпл на размене убивает Аманека. Кеннис это последний против 2. И это прекраснейшие шансы. Нужно закрывать для команды Нави здесь этот 16-й раунд.
Да, все идеально пока складывается, но Кеннис все-таки с авиком может сейчас угадать с позиции. Есть первый же промах.
И
оказывается, да, и 16-10 ТБшечка не побита вроде как, да, там 27-5 было.
Да, не побита, но это было максимально близко. Нави молодцы. Нави поздравляем мы, друзья, на первой карте. Рожденные побеждать оказывается сильнее, но и так, в принципе, наверное, и должно быть. Тем более на своем пике. Были некоторые проблемы на первой половине, очень все близко закончилось. Плюс там 6-4 еще вели ребята из команды G2. Но, друзья, всю эту первую карту, ошибки и почему вот все-таки что-то не получилось у ребят из команды G2 на второй половине рассудят и скажут, почему же так наша студия аналитики.
Ведь в какой-то момент мне лично хотелось сказать, что борьба вот она на протяжении всей карты была. Первая половина закончилась вообще близкий счет. Команды отлично друг с другом играют, друг друга определенно стоят, но потом была вторая половина, где G2 взяли всего 2 раунда. Я в предматчевой аналитике эту тему не поднял, но за 4 карты, которые мы с вами смотрели в исполнении французской команды до сегодняшнего дня, они выиграли 3 защиты, причем выиграли очень здорово, и одну проиграли всего лишь со счетом 7-8. Я думал, что защита — это их прям сильная сторона, что где как ни в защите на оверпассе они должны Нави развалить, но все вышло совсем иначе.
Сильная сторона, говоришь?
Я статистику привел.
А пример на Мираже против Индиго? Не помнишь? Ну, раз не помнишь, то и ладно. В принципе, я бы сказал, что этот оверпасс на самом деле очень странно выглядел на фоне того, что я говорю в предматчевой аналитике, что и та, и другая команда выглядела на первых раундах в своих предыдущих матчапах так себе, откровенно говоря. Но здесь была борьба с самого начала, и это было довольно примечательно, но если говорить конкретно по существу, G2 просто вот как-то смотрелись очень блекло, на мой взгляд, в атаке, и у них не выдавалось вообще ничего ровным счетом, пока не начали ошибаться. Ну, это вот классическое. Если многое получается, давайте сделаем что-то еще поинтереснее, но в целом выглядело очень-очень сочно по фрагам от Нави во многом. Но где-то буквально не хватало совсем чуть-чуть, и, в общем-то...
Ну, где-то не было Кенниса. Кеннис там снова тильтанул, снова там в пленту не убил игрока, который дефьюзил бомбу, это был Simple. Да и потом очень много моментов в рамках первой половины было, когда, ну, казалось бы, что Кеннис должен закрывать там либо одного-двух минимум. Он там все молоко куда-то попадает. Не знаю, что случилось с Кенни Шарабом.
Знаешь,
но...
очень просто все. Он пережил классический свой сценарий, который с ним имеет место примерно с регулярностью раз в 10 карт. Был момент, в хайлайтах нам его, по-моему, не показали, когда Кенец не попал абсолютно очевидный выстрел по своему сопернику и отдал раунд тем самым. Это тот момент, после которого конкретно этого игрока, как правило, на карте мы не видим. Хотя вот было несколько моментов, в которых он себя здорово проявил, как здесь, в частности. Но, да, карта для него не задалась примерно как раз с середины игры, что ли. Может,
касаемо сценария, Нави начинают, точнее продолжают гнуть свою линию. Сначала первые 3 матча закончились, первые 3 карты со счетом 16-7, 4-я закончилась 16-10, и 5-я, только вот сейчас она прошла, тоже закончилась со счетом 16-10. Ну, по логике вещей тоже должна быть 3 последние карты 16-10, тогда мы увидим прям супер доминацию команды Нави. Хотелось бы что сказать. Молодец Флейми по-прежнему, несмотря на то, что он не фраг-лидер. Хочется отметить Егора Васильева, насколько он много импакта вносит на начальной стадии раунда. Да, Бумыч, понятно, я просто конкретно вот выделяю Егора, потому что он делает и всю грязную работу, и при этом остается, выходит сухим из воды.
Я посмотрел, он во второй день отлично вообще выступил, по-моему, на обеих
у него ни одного дня провального здесь не было. Вообще
да,
ни одного.
Он собирает фраги вместе с Бумычем.
И причем делает важные фраги. Знаешь, не просто фраги делает наряду с командой, он делает важнейшие фраги, что на самом деле очень классно. И мы сейчас свидетели того Егора, который светанулся в когда-то далекие там 15-16 года. То есть это очень-очень важно и для команды Нави, в принципе, для СНГ комьюнити, которые любят эту команду и, в частности, являются болельщиками Егора.
Ну, видишь, какая история, на самом деле, ну, соперники в группе не самые опасные.
Это
G2
да.
Вообще ни рыба, ни мясо. Остальных брать, ну, во внимание тоже довольно сложно. И складывается ощущение, что Нави просто сейчас оттачивает максимально. И не только свой мапул, но и взаимодействие, и просто притирать.
Слушай, это же хорошо.
Да,
это хорошо, по сути, потому что, ну, попались бы условно Astralis, там, Героик, могли бы Нави, конечно, проиграть здесь, и они могли бы исправлять не те ошибки, которые нужны. Сейчас же у них все получается, они прекрасно видят, где нужно подтянуть, так скажем, гайки, да, и уже на более уверенных соперниках, на более сильных, как раз-таки показывать и дальше хороший результат.
Но, с другой стороны, похвалить французов можно, ну, на пик соперника десяток раундов, но могли взять больше, честно говоря, там парочку косяков за сторону защиты, но, в принципе, игрой доволен, говорил, будет борьба, да, 10 раундов, на мой взгляд, это хороший счет все равно для них. И далее нас с вами будет ждать совсем другая история. Да, Дим?
Именно так, да, это будет уже пик команды G2. Нави с определенной степенью труда все-таки первую карту забрали в свою копилку. Впереди карта Мираж, пик команды G2. Друзья, далеко не уходите. Я уверен, что пауза будет очень небольшой, и мы к вам обязательно вернемся.
Так, короче, пацаны, здорово всем. Спасибо, кто залетел, кстати, на трансляцию. Как вам первая карта от Навей? Кому не сложно, как вам первая карта? Поставьте лайки, там, подпишитесь на канал, все дела. Вторую карту сейчас будем смотреть с вами. Эта карта у нас будет Мираж, но я думаю, это, скорее всего, 2-0. О, всем здорово, короче, да, hello. Как бы ни с кем не виделся. Как бы всем здорово. Кто новый? Короче, кому надо модерка, парни, плюсаните в чат. Если есть тут такие, я могу модерку дать. Спасибо всем за подписки. Через сколько? Она через 3 минуты будет. Привет, мужик, да, здорово. Ничего себе, сколько плюсов, парни. Это неплохо. Короче, я дам какому-то рандомному челу модерку. Да, всем здорово. Вы на лайки не жмитесь, как бы, да, и будет отлично. Кто выиграл? Первую карту Нави забрали, дай модера. Вот, Ангел Дус, короче, да, плюсуйте, короче, чат, я там пару модеров дам. Нави забрали, да. Короче, привет из Анапы, здорово. Так, я, короче, кому-то рандомным челам даю швед. Так, швед. О, так, на. Я там кому-то плюсанул модерки. Мне плюс. Так, токсик, если славлю, то вот, да. Держите, короче, парни. Кому-то модерки дал. Насколько вы уверены, что 2-0 будет? Стоит 5? Да, закидай. Будет 2-0, проверяй. Они не отдадут, короче. Я уверен в этом. Кому, короче, не дал модерку, то сори, парни. На следующие стримы залетать. У нас будут постоянные стримы там по Нави. И мы еще играем с подписчиками. Есть в описании мой Steam. Короче, добавляйте Steam, я всех принимаю. Вот. Я вижу, что вы плюсуете, парни. Ну, кому не дал, то... Дай бомжику модерку. Не, брат, держи. Вот кого увидел, короче, кого смешно. А как узнать? Токсикс, у тебя уже есть модерка.
Чего уж греха таить, люблю подмечать всевозможную магию чисел. Сегодня 12-й эфирный день, это довольно знаменательное число. Есть еще число 7, которое к нам, правда, отношения не имеет. И есть число 3. Команда Нави сыграла и выиграла 3 карты со счетом 16-7. Сейчас выиграла 2 карты со счетом 16-10. Значит, получается, продолжая арифметическую прогрессию, как Герман уже сказал, должно быть 16-10 и на карте Мираж. Идет ли все к этому?
Не получается так.
А что так?
Ну, не получается.
Ну, объясни.
Ну, Мираж, Нави, G2.
И чё?
Так.
Объясни свой выбор. Растолкуй, пожалуйста.
Поясни,
Ты как бы объяснись.
пожалуйста.
Что тебя побудило только что это вот сказать?
Значит, матчап Виндиго. Хороший старт от G2 в атаке. 8-3 счет. После этого их будто бы подменили. Перестается вообще получать что угодно. Пытались играть сплит-атаки на А, пытались играть сплит на Б. Постоянно получали опен. Постоянно заходили в мид, но умирали. Вопрос почему? Большой вопрос. G2, я бы не сказал, что по стрельбе были слабее, чем Виндиго, но...
Of Amanek. But what I want to point out is what Na'Vi do. And I don't think what Na'Vi is doing is bad. I just think the harassment coming out from G2 is fantastic. So Na'Vi have Boomage coming over, throwing some early nades, just mitigating any aggression over towards A. Simple going through connector. So they're just caretaking. But the bomb's over here towards B, and they're pretty much committed to this side of the map. As we can see, smoke towards short comes out, flashes come out. They've gone for info, and Simple's found a kill in connector. Now, as soon as Simple gets in a battle with these players here, of course Guardian and Electronic are going to come and help him because, you know, he's in a fight. They need to make sure that they can help their teammate. They push on through. They're going to grab a kill. I want you to note Guardian and Electronic with this kill. So it's an assist. So we know 3 players now are in this area of the map. Simple fighting from connector. Guardian and Electronic have both been involved in that kill. Now what's going to happen is they're going to swing out again. They don't really have a lot they can do. They boost on over, they get the kill. Okay, well Boomich is gone. That's a different name. We didn't even know he was here. We still know Electronic is close, Guardian is close, and Simple was in connector. So let's see what we can have happen. They're going to continue to aggress. They're going to push forward, and they're going to find another kill onto Guardian. You can see here the dominoes are starting to drop right now, and this little 3-pack of Kenny, Amanek, and Hunter, well, they may as well keep aggressing. They may as well keep looking for fights, pushing more, finding 2 more kills, and now Simple on low HP from that initial fight, he's stuck. Now, you may be questioning, why didn't Na'Vi just fall back? That's because Boomich was just looking for caretaker info and fell back. During that time when he came back towards this B bomb site, anybody could have pushed up from A. And if you're going to clear out these part of the map, late round to mid round against CZs, and you maybe have SMGs, that battle is a 50-50. They just wanted to hedge their bets and stick with their more, I guess, gung-ho style towards B. Let me continue forward, because this is one that I wanted to show you, is the Force Buy followed in from Na'Vi in the next round. They had some Deagles, right? Then they went for this where they dropped Simple across an AK. And the reason they wanted to do this was, we have 30 seconds left on the clock. There's not a lot of utility left. You can see the G2 guys here respect the Deagles and this AK that have come out, and Na'Vi have just combed across the bathroom to get to this position. As soon as Simple gets this kill, Kenny over towards Long, Flamey's going to hit a banger over 1 Deag as well. You just saw there that Kenny turned to the bathroom position as Flamey picked. So Simple has not only gotten that kill, he's actually set up the second one. They're going to swarm onto the bomb site, and at this point when the rotation is coming in from Amanek, it's like, oh dear, they're all here, they've got some big guns, and we better save. I have one more, James.
Go for it.
One more. We're going to go into Mirage, because that's where we're going next. Everyone loves Mirage. Now, I highlighted this one yesterday, and this is the Hunter boost still coming out. So Na'Vi, hopefully they've done their homework. Hopefully they know that Hunter is going to get boosted into this window time and time again. Throughout all the times that I've seen Hunter, Nexa together, even when Nexa was over there with Renegades, Renegades run this strat themselves. Basically, the whole idea is off different patterns of smokes in middle, they get below window control, and they boost Hunter in. Normally, he'll flank towards the B-bomb site, but in this clip right here, he finds the timing, he finds the opening. A 4v5 does also make this a little bit easier, and he will flank on through off of that poison kill, and he's going to try and get some frags onto this A-bomb site. So that's one strategy that I just want you guys, and especially the casters, to be keeping their eyes on when we move into Mirage.
Thank you very much. I see Peppo think it's being spammed in Twitch chat. No doubt, because we've seen it time and time again, Chad. But it is time to look at everything that should be happening on this Mirage game. Like you were just talking about there, Chad, right? Yep. We know what we expect to see from G2 on it. And they have looked pretty strong. But on an individual level, is it still going to be enough for them to step up against what Na'Vi can do here? Because they're no shying away themselves from a map like Mirage.
Well, James, here's the thing with Na'Vi, right? With this roster right here, when you only look at them since they've added Guardian to the team, they've played 13 maps. Guess how many different maps they've played?
7.
4.
Ooh.
Right? So they've
I was going to go, they were going, oh, because Blade was making comments like they were trying to make it big.
Yeah, but this is the thing. They haven't had to really flex outside of Inferno, Nuke, Overpass, and Dust 2, right? They have a 100% win rate on Inferno. They have a 100% win rate on Nuke. Overpass, they've won 80%, and Dust 2 at 66.7. So moving into Mirage right now, that'll be the 5th different map that we've seen this new Na'Vi on. So in terms of where the players are going to be sitting, I'm assuming Guardian will be towards middle.
Yep.
I'm assuming a player like Simple will either be playing Connector or Catwalk. That's a good position for him.
Okay.
Having somebody like Electronic anchoring that A bomb site, being very dynamic, that makes sense in my mind too. Flamey anchoring B, that works. And then Boomich, he's been doing some secondary AWPing as well. So if they want to have someone else who can be flexible, maybe he could, you know, be either the Cat or the Connector player, depending on where Simple doesn't want to go.
Or maybe Blade is playing the long game and giving us maps by map trickle down. Let's see what he's been able to do, because it's Mirage, it's Na'Vi versus G2, and it's G2's final chance to bounce back into this one and give them one last chance of getting through to the grand finals in Odense. It's back to Hugo and Harry, and honestly, this one is going to be a barn burner.
It's all up in the air, James. It's all over the place, and barns will be burned as we head into the second map here of Mirage. G2's pick of the series, and Na'Vi with the CT side start. You've got to be thinking you're pretty confident if you're Na'Vi coming into this one. We saw G2 have a win on this map versus Wendigo, just about getting that victory the other day, but they were put to the test, Harry, and Na'Vi never been a team in any roster to shy away from Mirage.
No, definitely not. And, you know, from the G2 squad, we saw them pick this up over Wendigo the other day, but it was a close affair, right? It was down to the wire, and it wasn't the most convincing thing ever. So let's see heading into this whether or not G2... Oh, he's coming in with the free cam cinematics again,
Next
Rush.
level.
I'm loving this. I'm loving this. Guardian is over in window. If he hung around a few more seconds, he would have caught wind of this mid play. It now falls onto the shoulders of Simple. Electronic peek in the window. Guardian repositioning into the connector.
And up Cat, G2 go. They're out of utility, Harry. It's just coming down to these Glocks now. Kenny jumping. Guardian won't hit the shot as a result, but it goes both ways. Boomich is deep in the apartments. Does he overcommit? Because Amanek is waiting for this fight, and he's going to get pushed back, go towards an underpass. Kenny getting re-peaked, and Guardian finally getting the man advantage here for Na'Vi. 5-on-4, but look at G2's position within this ladder room. They have 2 players here. Looked like they wanted to split that B-bomb site, but no longer going to be a factor. Nexus coming back in through T-spawn to find an opening on A. Amanek looking towards a window and connector as well. And this is a very hard round for G2 to get much done. You kind of just had to storm together and try and take Na'Vi down as a team. Guardian, though, he doesn't need any help from his teammates. He's just landing shots here in mid, gets himself 2 kills from the connector. Eventually, a frag opening up the A site, but Flamey's looking to hold on to it. He won't be able to. The split into A is looking good right now for G2.
Yeah, Nexa just appearing from nowhere out from Palace. He went on that long rotation from B. So Na'Vi had no idea as to his whereabouts. Jax has shut down another, and Boomich can't quite connect this shot from short. Missed his couple of opportunities and now throwing into this 1-on-3. Hunter is quick on the trigger, and G2, they're able to turn that on its head in spite of the 5-on-3 that Guardian was able to secure the Na'Vi side. Almost, I don't want to say immediately, but pretty early on in the round.
Yeah, the issue is, right, the second he dies, that's G2's plan, which was to split A anyway, opened up, right? They get a chance, and Flamey gets caught out in the middle of the A side by Nexa and Palace, and positions being, discounted here for Na'Vi will lead to G2 picking up that pistol. Lots of rifles in the second round, well, 2 of them at least. Guardians on the scout. Pistols around it here. This is not a round that G2 should get complacent in. Na'Vi could certainly pick it up. We saw what they can do with just a solo AK and a few Ds back on that previous map. Guardian playing with fire here. He's going to have to fall back. Hunter will take the kill instead. It's Electronic trying to support his teammate, already going down. Simple's had to back up on short because he's been dinked to 10. Guardian trying to pick up the pistol, and he does get it. But in the meantime, G2 are all over the place, deep in the apartments, and already on chair. Just trying to deny information here for Na'Vi by tucking in on the right side of middle. Will Guardian get ambitious? He spots Kenny there. He sees 2 players and the bomb, but a Molotov will mean he can't re-peek. And actually, Boomich gets down low, but he gets shot at by Amanek. Does go down. That could have gotten hairy here for the likes of G2, but now with a pick towards B, it's opened up this site for a split.
Simple. Deegs down Kenny. He's very low on HP and will get traded by Amanek almost immediately. This leaves Flamey alone. And over in window. Not going to be given an avenue back into this 1-on-4 is Flamey. And this will be the second round for G2 solidified. They get that conversion. They deal with those 3 players over towards B very, very quickly. And Flamey, okay, we'll get Jax. And that's the AK now retrieved. He's very happy with that. That's the best weapon that G2 had into this round. So he'll take that all day long. And G2 don't really want to let him get away with it.
Yeah, I mean, B's open. And if you went there, Harry, you would win the round because there's no one watching it for G2. But not going to be a factor. He doesn't know that, of course. So with no kit, won't try and get optimistic. However, I would have loved to see them just run in and give it a go. G2, a second round to their name. They hold on to guns, but Flamey gets away with the best weapon in the server. And Na'Vi's forced by just eludes them a little bit. They've got to take an eco. Flamey's chance to do more damage with that AK, keep G2's money on the rocks before that first rifle round.
Yeah, that's what Na'Vi were oh so good at back on Overpass, right? Very, very much in control of the money. They were constantly making little plays, even in rounds where they were saving to keep the economy of G2 on the back foot. And if you think back to that second half, the CT side where we didn't even really get to see the AWP come out on Kenny S, right, in that second half. So if they're able to get a hold on the money, if they're able to do some damage in this round, they can certainly look to kind of reenact that Overpass second half.
And the window boost that was brought up coming into this game, that you know, we're going to see a lot of here. And on an anti-eco in round number 3, it's going to be easy, right? Hunter's just able to go up and get behind the back lines of Na'Vi, but he is going to be prolific in this position all half long, I think, for G2.
Yeah, just getting a man here is such a nuisance, such a problem. Hunter is constantly in the back of the minds of Na'Vi, and even with this 3-man stack towards the B site coming in, you can see Guardian's attention getting pulled away from the apartments every now and again. The AK is here at least for Na'Vi. They've got to put it to good use. It's only Flamey left, but he's managed 2 kills with it before he's dealt with. So at least wreaking some havoc there inside of the bomb site. Simple, he would love to remove one more man from this round, and he's got a Deegan armor. Certainly not impossible. No one's going to give anything up, though. I'll swap out that one SMG, so they take all the rifles out of the bomb site with them. And G2 starting things off 3-0, but now we've got that first buy coming in for Na'Vi.
And where will Simple be able to get exits? Are they going to go towards a shop? Does not look like it. G2 saving 3 through the apartment as Hunter has already gained control towards that position, and Simple won't be able to stop them. He's realized it. Gonna try and make the cat jump, I assume. Oh, okay, he didn't want to break the vent, but the bomb will do it for him. So he gets up into the ladder, but there's no guns here. There's no players to be found, and that's a nice try from Simple, but a 3-0 for G2 regardless. Now the buy coming in for Na'Vi is what we've been waiting for, right? And this is something we've talked about, Harry, for the Na'Vi games that we've had throughout this group. Every single time it seems like Na'Vi start off on the back foot, they get in a bit of a rough time and they take a pause, or not even always, not even take a pause, but just work out what the solution is and come back in and just storm their way to a victory. Well, right now it's looking the same. Rough start, but the guns are out.
Oh, and immediately getting pressured is Guardian. He somehow still gets away with a kill there. And they try and smoke off Electronic. He's been able to go ahead of that. However, Hunter still quicker on the trigger, and that forces Flamey out of position on the A side of the map. G2, lovely execute in through mid, up through the connector. Very good idea as to how that's going to affect these players on the A side of the map, and they just wait for that defense to fall apart. This wrap round is coming in from Boomich. Even spots Simple, and Kenny's going to remove him. Boomich's flank now. They've been waiting for this to come in all round. But it's got to do a hell of a lot, and there's a timer on this. The longer it takes for him to appear, the more G2 consider the possibility of this flank. Boomich hidden. Nexa not aware. Will go creeping by, and I'm curious if Boomich is going to take the kill. He will have to. Nexa does spot the man hidden in the Palace, and that's now an AK retrieved. Might not be able to get away with it though. Hunter already holding the exit from Palace, and he'll make quick work of Boomich. G2 a 4-0 start now. Their T side of Mirage looking like no joke.
Yeah, right. G2 have been so keen to take these T sides in pretty much every game they played. Vertigo yesterday, even Overpass today, which is not something we see all too commonly. They put up 7 rounds on that T side of Overpass. So, it turned out to be a good decision, albeit not working in the long run. But I think G2 just like the loose style of Nexa, letting these guys go free and, just trading their way to wins. That's unfortunate. And it could get far worse here for G2. Kenny's killed his teammate, and Guardian's found a 1D. What is going on here in middle? 4-on-3 for Na'Vi. They're going to give up mid eventually, but G2, although the guns are retrievable for them, this is still a very messy situation.
Yeah, they've just got to back out of middle. They just give this one up, and that means these AWPs, that AK's still there, still retrievable. Hunter might try and juggle some of these rifles out of the map. For the time being, he's just going to sit here and protect them with this AWP.
Get him out of here. Oh, Na'Vi, they're inquisitive, Harry. They're interested. They are tempted. in what middle offers, and it offers nothing but a hidden AWP in that cubby. Does Boomich have the awareness? Does he have the biggest brain of them all? No, he's going to go back towards short. Meanwhile, a player coming in from lower, as you can see, Rush delicately showing us Nexa. And now an A play for G2. Na'Vi going to be spotting this from the stairs. Simple is jiggling, and he will find Jax. That's a big kill. Boomich running away. Nex has been, here's him rather, but he's been hurt. And Simple will get another kill with this Deagle. Now retrieving an AK. Hunter's found a Krieg, but he's already so low. And he's been spotted, tagged down lower. There's not much way of getting out of this situation. With 10 seconds on the clock, he has to get a bomb plant in a 1-on-3. They're not going to let him. Simple won't even allow him to cross. And Na'Vi, their first round comes off the back of a team kill.
Yeah, a bit heartbreaking there if you're G2. So unfortunate. Amanek running across the scope of Kenny. Look at this.
Oh, you can't even blame him. These are some nice shots, man, from Simple.
Yeah, that's the thing. You and I were even speaking about this. For Na'Vi, these slower starts, these kind of going down on the back foot early on is not uncommon, right? Like, they've done this in a lot of their matchups thus far. It feels like they really take the time to figure their opponent out. And this round, much more heavy mid-presence from the Na'Vi side. 3 players dedicated to that. That gives Hunter a bit of room, though. And he's gotten deep from the Palace, already out. Na'Vi, they don't know this. They're still looking at Palace as though that could hold players. And that Molotov is going to give them the illusion that no one can get out from this side of the map. Hunter could do so much. Oh, he just misses Flamey, but now he sees him, now he activates, and he knows that Guardian's in the connector. Guardian turning round, but Hunter has thrown this whole round into chaos. What a play from that man. Kenny's even smitten down Simple in the window, and this is a clean round from G2. That temporary gap is immediately exploited by Hunter, and that is signed, sealed, and delivered. A 5th round for G2 in this one.
Yeah, forget the window boost. He doesn't even need a teammate to prop him up. Just walking out Palace and going under balcony. What a ballsy play. And I love the patience as well. A lot of players will get flustered with that kind of control. They start running. They start taking, deep CT control. No, he just sits back. He comes that. He gets his team ready in middle. He goes, okay, guys, I'm going to get these A kills. You need to come through connector at the right time. And they do exactly that. All 5 frags here for G2. Hunter will clean up with a 3rd. And not a single death either from this T side. They are looking more than prepared on Mirage, Harry. And Na'Vi, finally a tactical pause coming through. They didn't even use one until they had like 14 rounds in the previous map. We're now finally realizing that maybe this is a little past their pay grade. They're going to bring in Blade.
And it's always seemed like on the back of these tactical pauses that there's been some immediate turnaround from Na'Vi, right? They're a lot more sparing with them than the G2 side. They don't call them in as frequently, but when they do, they're not shy on impact. You've got a huge Counter-Strike mind stood behind you. He's just bursted to get into the game. And well, Na'Vi, can they recover this one? They've shaken things up a little bit here. Guardian over towards middle, has that AWP, and he's going for the early fight. Kenny is answering with a passive play of his own. But there is Guardian delivering that first kill. Amanek on the receiving end, even as they try and get out into mid. Simple is close. Guardian looking for this response, not quite able to find it. Him and Kenny exchange blows, but it's Electronic to come in and solidify that man advantage now for Na'Vi. G2, they bail from mid. They leave one man there in the form of Jax. The other 2, it's back towards ramp. They're going to try and split into this A-bomb site, but currently Na'Vi have 3 players here, and that's all thanks to Boomich up in the apartments, getting all this information that no one resides toward this side of the map for G2, just under that minute mark left, and Kenny now emerging from the ramp.
Thing is, Guardian's watching the Palace with that AWP, so he is not going to be able to stop G2 from getting onto the site at least. Flamey, Molly will segregate some of these players, but they're still going to be able to commit, and Kenny's got to kill. Flamey going out wide from that ticket position. back to a 3-on-3, but Boomage's flank is still intact, and it's more than that. It is hot on the heels of G2. Kenny with the AWP. Does he expect it? He's got his back turned. Boomage, trigger discipline, sneaking up behind. He's going to take the knife kill. Free AWP, and Nexa trades immediately, but he's dead at the drop of a hat. It's Jax alone. Electronic tucked in the corner. He's been red. Jax has got the kill. Open bomb plant as well. It's a winnable round, but he's got to go wide to stop a defuse, and Guardian doesn't have a kit. Tapping the bomb and going wide with the orb. Jax absolutely stone cold here in the bomb site, just hiding, and Guardian's got to make noise. Now Jax knows he's not on it. He's going to hunt him down. Missed shot from Guardian. Jax playing with his food, but Guardian's got the kill. I don't know if there's time. I think he's just about got it. Na'Vi should have a second round. More than enough, Harry.
Yeah, ample time for Guardian to stick that one. And Jax, you're right, he tries to just be stone cold over in jungle, hidden. Doesn't believe that initial tap. It's after he hears the footsteps. He tries to catch Guardian falling back into the bomb site. And Na'Vi, they've managed to snatch another round away with one of these broken buys. Just those weapons that were scavenged and held forward, yielding some results, and that's all it takes for them to find a second. Kenny's got his AWP back, and he's looking to go toe-to-toe with Guardian over in mid once again. Guardian backed by this connector. He delivered the opening kill in the round prior from this position. This time it's a leg onto Kenny S.
Another boost, Simple. Is he going to be ready for it this time? He's watching that smoke, but Hunter's already gone in and behind it. No Molotov, no nade for Simple. He can afford to spam if he wants to risk giving away the fact that he's watching this position. Hunter crawling through, and that timing is so fortunate for him. Simple backs up, but he's still not going to concede this position, knowing that there's still a chance Hunter could be in the corner. Molotov, ooh, that is dangerous. Hunter's going to get tagged, is forced out. That's a team molly. What? Did Jax throw that? What's going on, G2? What's happening?
Yeah, I feel like the idea is to molly the right-hand side of window, maybe to try and give the illusion that you don't have a player boosted there, but that just fools center window and forces Hunter out of position. Bit unfortunate there for G2. As now the 3 remaining players grouped outside of the B bomb site. Gonna try and make this one happen. They've only got 2 players to beat, Boomage and Simple here, but through that smoke, the bomb is dropped. Kenny will get the trade at the very least, but with 15 seconds left, G2, they've conceded this round to Na'Vi. They'll give it up and just try and hold on to these rifles.
Their time is ticked, and Na'Vi will keep 4 alive. Simple, does he go for the wallbang here? There is a player in the kitchen, but opting not to. Either way, Na'Vi will take it. 3rd round on this CT side. G2 kicked this game off to a terrifyingly strong start with a 5-1 lead, and now Na'Vi, well, they've taken a grasp back over the situation. A tactical pause and back-to-back rounds off the back of it. You know, not that the tactical pause really did anything to you know, get Hunter out of that position. That was more of a mistake coming out from G2. Whether it was, like you said, the molly to the right side or just maybe a lack of communication, I think it was, I don't want to throw him under the bus, I think it was Jax that threw it. Him and Kenny were top mid. Kenny would have been scoped. So it should have been Jax, and maybe that's coming down to the English communication of, okay, we boosted someone window, Jax doesn't understand, and he kills his teammate. Well, luckily he's made up for it, Harry. 2 frags coming through ramp, Flamey and Electronic getting dropped. Kenny trying to find this trade onto Guardian, who has killed the entry man himself. But that smoke is down, and that creates a bit of a wall for Na'Vi to move in behind it.
Yeah, everyone's already come on to this rotation for Na'Vi. They've got everybody at this side of the map. G2, minute and 15 seconds left. That bomb is committed right now, but it certainly doesn't have to, and Hunter has now backed down the ramp, and I'm curious if maybe we see G2 start to fall out of the bomb site now. They will just give this one up, leave the A side of the map. They're content with the 4-on-3. They know they've forced rotations out from Na'Vi, and so they're just going to try and approach this from a different angle now. 50 seconds as they start to rotate around into the B apartments.
Na'Vi haven't gotten wind of this. Guardian went towards the CT spawn, but he didn't fully dedicate. He didn't rotate towards B, and now more than ever, Na'Vi needs someone in that position. If they want to be in with a shot of winning this round, they need B. Because I can tell you for sure a retake ain't happening. G2. This is going to be their round, Harry. They've walked into the empty bomb site. We've got a player on catwalk just to catch those rotations as well. That's Amanek. And right here, 20 seconds, bomb can get planted, and Na'Vi, unless they get a kill from short, which baits them in, tempts them in rather, Boomich does do that. But is it enough to convince Na'Vi in this 3-on-3? They're so far away. They're so dedicated towards A. Boomich is going to go on a bit of a hunt, knowing that, you know, G2, they could give away some picks here. But yeah, I don't know if Na'Vi are committed, and Simple and Guardian don't seem to be. Just this one man looking for exits.
And he's certainly not going to be awarded anytime soon, his old mate Boomich. Maybe Nexa, who looks to retrieve this Krieg. But no, he'll stop just shy of Boomich. And he's not able to take the gun away. Another round on the board for G2. This T side continuing to look solid from this squad, in spite of, you know, some of the communication issues that we know they're having.
I would love to be in the team speak when Hunter got mollied out of window. I'd love to know what was going on there. A little behind the scenes action. A lot of anger maybe. Who knows? 6-3. And Guardian trying to fight Connector. He's got a smoke for him. No one out in middle though for G2. They just got Amanek holding that B flank. It's going to be an A execute with full smokes here for this T side. Na'Vi, they have been keen to stack this A site, and once again, 4 players here, so more than ready in terms of the numbers. Will they be able to hit the shots though? Flamey on triple. Kenny scoped up, he baits a shot out. He now knows there's an AWP in play, and G2 are committing. Jack's fantastic entry here for the French side. Now they can start to take over the site. The smoke towards Connector, keeping Na'Vi out.
And they are completely locked down by all these smokes. They can't go through them. They've had to concede that bomb plant. And Amanek still over in top mid, going unaccounted for. Now he springs his trap. At the same time, Jax removes another, and he will continue hunting. Simple, not the man to tango with, though. Up into the connector. Is he going to give this one a go? Boomich is a long way away. And so for Na'Vi, they've shown in these scenarios that they're keen on saving time and time again. That bomb is already too far ticked with no smoke for Na'Vi to stick this defuse. Ooh. This feels like an unwinnable round. Simple, spotted by Nexa over in Palace. And that is G2 securing a 7th, continuing to build up this lead. 7-3 now, and no money left over in the Na'Vi camp. G2 showing no signs of stopping.
Chad Birchall chiming in here, just to note with the rounds that Na'Vi have won so far, Kenny has TK, Boomich knife from flank, and Hunter being Molotoved out of position from a teammate. All 3 are potential mistakes or plays that normally would not happen.
Yeah, so for Na'Vi, they've been very much relying either on individual performances or, you know, more often than not, for the 3 rounds that they've had, G2 being the ones to make mistakes. And they haven't made many mistakes. Whenever they do, they're quick to rectify them.
And Na'Vi being forced to use more pauses as well. A second one coming out on this T side. We know Na'Vi can, on the CT side rather, we know Na'Vi can have a decent T side on this map, and G2 have been straying away from those defensive sides, at least to start on. But, you know, Na'Vi are going to need a buffer. They're going to need a few more if they want to actually have any chance of contesting this second half. Got Kenny going for the ramp pick on that AWP. No one here to stop him or give him a kill. It's just going to be smoked off, and Kenny will back up. Na'Vi with players inside of the A site, and that's a bit of a change. Obviously they're on pistols, so they can't really play jungle or connector, but Na'Vi have been playing retake on A round after round, despite having, you know, 3 or 4 players there pretty much every time. And these post plants have all gone in favor of G2, with the exception of that Guardian clutch. Mitch watching lower. Na'Vi have mid control for free. That's why Hunter has to be careful coming out through this position, but he's not going to be too audacious. Just holding on to the map control RG2, knowing they're against the low buy, and that Na'Vi will likely try and throw caution to the wind. They do on the best of times. 50 seconds, and they finally get out through middle, pushing Na'Vi back a fair bit. The smoke to connector, the cat molly as well. This looks like it will end up in an A play. Nexa coming in late to join them from the ramp or palace as well. Something that G2 have done once before. Na'Vi are reading this wrong though. They're rotating into that B bomb site. There's no one here. A man in the window just leaving as well. Boomich has gone back towards B. And this is a huge mistake from Na'Vi. A disaster. A risk. With no reward at G2, they're going to get an 8th round for free here. It's all about damage for Na'Vi, who can commit to playing for this retake, but how many chances do you really have to get back into this round? Window getting smoked off. Amanek holding on to a lot of map control here for G2, and 5 seconds left. That bomb plant should be coming in. It will. Retake on for Na'Vi. What can they do with the pistols?
Well, these pistols have often looked great for the Na'Vi side, but this round, Amanek and Kenny are doing a very good job of shutting them down before they can get the ball rolling. G2 on the cusp of an 8-3 scoreline, and Na'Vi yet to really show us much over on this CT side. Getting a little bit worrying now, as this momentum is more than built up for G2, and that's the thing, that's why they've looked so strong, right? It's when they face the challenges, it's when they're getting knocked back that you feel like some communication problems are really gonna hurt this squad. But when everyone's feeling it, when they're having a good time, that's when they've looked so deadly. And I think that applies the most to Jax within this squad, right? Like we've been seeing from the tweets that they've been putting out, he's still having fun with it. And in the games that he's been having a good time, when they've been joking around, that is when Jax has just been stepping up. You know, think back to yesterday when he dropped, what was it, like 60 kills almost across 2 maps. Yeah. So, yeah.
It's mad. He's top of the server right now as well, only just above Hunter by 1 kill in mid. Simple's going to get pushed back. He's on that orb. Guardian joining him as well. Kenny taking his deep into B, and Boomich is throwing all his utilities to try and keep it back. That it has done. And also given Boomich a deep position in apartments. He's been very keen to get aggressive and get this info for Na'Vi. Allow for this A setup that Na'Vi have been continually running. You can see now Simple leaving the B site, or at least it looked like it. He's actually going to regress up on Catwalk. G2, nice nade coming out from the connector. That's going to push him low from Electronic. Flash up to catch the... Oh, that's nice. Catch a connector player. Will force out a smoke from Guardian, send these CTs back. A boost could even come through in the window as well. Hunter is in mid, but Kenny S getting dropped by Electronic, getting aggressive, and Nexa with a trade. Didn't quite see where those kills came from, but 4 on 3.
That's actually pretty good. I thought we were getting Rush's mic for a moment.
Desperate times for G2.
Yeah, they try and have Hunter activate with that lurk in through connector, but it's been read by Electronic, and now just for Nexa and Amanek, can they even survive the cross? 30 seconds, and Guardian posted up on the angle. He's going to reposition as he's joined by Flamey over in the kitchen. They want to have a few more bodies actually inside of the bomb site just to delay this push, and there's Guardian's AWP chiming in for one. Nexa, alone here, has dealt with Simple over at the short side. However, 10 seconds left. Not really a chance for him in this round. Flamey puts him down, and Na'Vi, they'll finally break the drought of rounds they were having. They'll come in with that 4th, and there is still a chance for them to recover this half and go 7-8 at the end of it.
That'd be so Na'Vi, wouldn't it? Just get wrecked all half long and then get 4 in a row. We'll see if they can do it, though. G2 still have money. I mean, this is where it breaks, though. If they don't get a bomb plant and they lose the round, this is an eco from G2. So big importance on this one. Electronic dropping Kenny coming in through the ramp. He tried to go fast and furious. He will get put out in this round. Hunter, same story. Simple spraying, and he's got 2. This is an absolute ball for Na'Vi. They will take this every day of the week. Just scrappy gunfights coming in through middle, and Simple getting a 2-for-1. Now the B play. Amanek seems to know that Boomich is nearby, but I don't think he knows exactly where. There's the spot. Boomich can fall off and call for help. He's got Guardian inside of the site hitting in a tag, and G2 in a 2-on-4 giving up on B.
They at least know that right now they've got 2 players over towards that B side of the map. They don't know where the other 2 are, but they've spotted one of them here falling back into CT. It was Electronic who was the unknown man in the equation. Amanek now left to clutch. They just saw him over towards that B site. So Na'Vi, they've got a good idea as to where he might be. And now they will secure a 5th. Those sorts of rounds are usually the ones that we see G2 take a tactical pause before they head into. When it's their economy on the verge of breaking or their opponents, we often see that punctuated with a tactical pause just to make sure everyone's on the same page. That time there, they try and play the momentum game, right? They've been looking really, really good. They keep trying to you know, throw in what's been working for them and ride off the back of the adrenaline they've got right now. And it does not work. So it is that reset that you were talking about. Na'Vi, they are very happy with this.
Yeah, this 4 rounds at the end of the half is looking more and more likely by the second area. 6th one should be taken guaranteed as Na'Vi push the B apartment. Simple taking down Amanek immediately. G2 still have Hunter holding on to that position, but smoke is in his face. Guardian, the tag king right now, hits Kenny as well. He got a bit of damage onto Amanek in the previous round. Guardian, does he go back for more? A flashbang could be thrown in, but no one's setting one up right now for Na'Vi. They've actually boosted Simple into position, and this is a very good one at that. But what a flick from Jax. Filthy stuff. Trade is in for Simple, but he's up and above, and Kenny is not ready for the angle. It's a 4-on-2 now for Na'Vi with 50 seconds. Nexa, he cannot get anywhere with Electronic under this balcony, covering any kind of cross to the jungle. And with Hunter going down, Nexa can only assume this player is still in this position. Electronic, rather, he does. He goes out wide and finishes off Nexa. That's a nice round for Na'Vi. They deal with the pistols pretty easily, and they take a 6th near the end of the half. One more left, Harry. Tactical balls for G2 would be very nice right now.
Well, we hear that music, and Hugo, are you patched into the private network at G2? You're on the same wavelength. They've called one in for the last of the half. And that's the thing, you know, when we first spoke about the potential of a 7-8 half for Na'Vi, they were 3-8 down at that point in time. And they've actually made this look very, very achievable now. G2 on the ropes a little bit heading into round 15. You don't want to go into that second half already being 0-1 down in the series, ending it on a bit of a sour note. Double AWP board out for Na'Vi, and Flamey donning that.
We've had 4 players AWP now this game for Na'Vi. 4 players, Harry.
Everyone bar Electronic.
He's just too good with rifles. Can't take him away from that.
Plus, the Krieg is a borderline sniper rifle anyway. Yeah. So, Guardian flashed out of the connector, but this time they haven't moved him from this position. He just hides in that smoke. Electronics provided the opener by dueling in Palace there. However, Amanek, boosted into the window on that fast mid play from G2, has given them the 4-on-4, and this now looks like the B-side play. Only Boomich here to put a stop to this. A lot of this round now falling onto the shoulders of one man. And that weight might be too much to bear. Oh. Boomich, the timing as he jumps onto the platform. Kenny emerges. Bomb plant found now for G2. 4-on-3 in the post plant, and Simple, while he does tag Jax up, it's not the kill, so the numbers still lying massively in favor of the G2 squad. That Molotov on Flamey could prove to be so valuable here at bringing this back to even odds.
Oh, that molly should kill Jax. It's going to force him up into the fight. He had to take it. Simple's going to get the kill, though. Flamey holding the line. A re-peeks from G2 will give up a man advantage. Hunter's got the bomb for him, though, and a great position to swivel off of the apartments. Amanek not even been cleared, and he finds his second of the round. It's a done deal. It's G2 with 9 at the end of the half. It gets scary with Na'Vi finding entries back into that retake, but ultimately the retakes from Na'Vi never really coming together in that CT side. Whenever G2 got the bomb down, almost every single time they closed out the rounds, and they will close out the half with the advantage. 9-6. Let's see if they can keep this up. Maybe a third map on the horizon if G2 can do it all again on the CT side. Join us after the break.
They ain't down on that. They ain't count on it. They ain't count on it. Show what you gon' do. They don't want all it. They don't want all it. That sounds like a pop song. Take a dive before you die, y'all. It's the only way to live. You can't be without it, baby. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Try before you sign off. Shit can kill the sick. Real stars. It's the only way to live. Fancy cars and the smiles of the ocean. Purple sky, let that night come with peace. Anywhere you wanna be. Anywhere you wanna be. Yeah, yeah. Hold up your sign, though. They ain't count on it. They ain't count on it. They ain't count on it. Show what you gon' do. They don't want all it. They don't want all it. They don't want all it. Pick up panel to be right on. Yeah. Cause no one really gives. Don't look back, I'll keep your eyes on. Long ago. Doesn't matter what it come cost. Never gave a shit. Real soul. Let it take a hit. Hey. Who's getting high on emotion? Look around. People fight all their life for some peace. Yeah. Look around. Fancy cars and the smiles of the ocean. Purple sky, let that night come with peace. Anywhere you wanna be. Anywhere you wanna be. Yeah, yeah. Hold up your sign, though. They ain't count on it. They ain't count on it. They ain't count on it. Show what you gon' do. They don't want all it. They don't want all it. They don't want all it. Take off. Rush at the rush. Take off. Rush at the rush.
G2 hot to trot after that first half. They're up 9-6, looking good heading into their CT side of this map. Na'Vi not exactly looking very simple for them here in the second map of this best of 3 series. Overpass went their way in a pretty dominant fashion, but here on Mirage, G2 stepping up to the mark and maintaining a strong lead heading into this pistol round here. 9-6 up, and a pistol round victory would propel them on their way to a victory and make that third map even more likely here. Of course, it's all on the line. A spot at the grand finals in Odeds. That's what these teams are playing for. And Amanek, he's spotted the B play. He's called for rotations. The nades have already found good damage. They're sitting a man up, and they're putting a stop to this B rush in spectacular fashion.
Yeah, there were 4 players here, Harry. G2 had no one on that A bomb site, and their rotations are so quick. Simple needs to be quicker, and he's found 2. Almost the third. Hunter being put down to 8 HP, but G2 will win that pistol round. Oh dear, they were more than ready for a B play with that jump spot as well. The info transpired ahead of time, and a rotation coming out from G2 immediately off the back of that. 10-6. A pistol round as well, Harry? Map 3 is screaming in my ear. Unless Na'Vi have an unbelievable T-side here, but it's not going to be in round number 17. They've got to eco, they've got to take a breather, or they allow G2 to take 11.
And they're going to attempt the mid play, but doing so puts them in the firing line of Kenny S's org. Trying to time this with the lower tunnels push so that you can maybe catch the player in window. However, Kenny has given this side of the map up. He's going to find a bit of chip damage onto Boomich. Nothing to write home about here. Na'Vi, they've at least done a good job of forcing G2 out of these angles and getting a bit of a foothold in mid. However, boosting a player into window does come with some risk. Kenny is ready and waiting to shut this down.
Guardian's going to try and clear him out of this position, though, and that's actually really good. Low HP. Kenny gets finished off. Electronic peeking off the back of that damage, and that's an AUG picked up. He will bail out a window. No interest in holding on to that position, but they have got a kill. In a round like this, if you're Na'Vi, you'll take what you can get. Hunter, oh, 1 HP. He doesn't check it. That's another frag. Not like this, Harry. Not like this. It's a 5-on-3. This is a Glock round for Na'Vi with a couple of Deagles and a P250. That's all they have to show for it. It could still fall apart. No armor, low HP on Guardian, B-rush, Amanek with a position to shut it all down, but he peeks too early, and at a range he can't get damage off with that UMP. 0 kills from the balcony position should never be a factor here for G2, and a bomb plant for Na'Vi in round number 17. I said they'd have to wait, Harry. I said they'd have to give G2 11. They should have, but they didn't.
Yeah, and how on earth does this one slip through the fingers of G2? Nexa and Jax give it their best attempt. And they've at least taken the AUG away. But I'm really looking for silver linings here for the G2 squad. This was a round they should have had dead to rights. The pistols of Na'Vi have somehow bested them in the head-to-head. And as you mentioned, Hugo, this wasn't a pistol buy where you've got armor in play, where you fully invested, you've got utility. No, this was just pistols. They were looking to buy up in the following round over on the Na'Vi side. And now the money is overflowing. Simple's able to bring an AWP out. Guardian's able to bring an AWP out. Still haven't entirely got used to that one.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. You don't know. It's not always Guardian. Sometimes it's just off of spawn or position or feeling, and, like, they'll just swap it out. It's not as, you know, I don't think it's been as clear-cut as, okay, we have an AWP, let's give it to Guardian. Most of the time, yeah, sure, but yeah, we've already talked about this on Overpass. It's nice to see Na'Vi kind of shuffle it around depending on the context, right? And it feels like you can just never sleep on this team. Back on Overpass, we had that blind of a round with a 1 AK buy on Simple. He gets the kills that opens up the A site for Na'Vi. Well, right here, they have even less, and they do even more. G2 not wanting to engage too heavily in the Force buy wars, but they've invested with pistol armor. Kenny's saving money, Jax has a bit of cash. But this is going to be a double eco for G2, including this round. That's obviously assuming they don't do back to Na'Vi what they did to them. G2 certainly eager to push down on ramp with a couple of players here. The only A player is flaming up in the palace, so no way to stop this progress. In the meantime, though, Na'Vi are so deep in middle, they've taken Catwalk. A split into the B site. I say a split, there's no one even in the apartments, but that is opened up. However, they look like they want to take over A here with the position of Flamey, and that would be walking somewhat into the stack here from G2.
Yeah, a lot of this is just going to come down to whether or not they're able to get a feeling as to how big this connector push is. Holding this from ramp, definitely not ideal. And G2, they've got 2 players here. Amanek at least removing Flamey. And now, from back in the bomb site, Kenny trying to activate. Nexa's come in with the Deeg. And Nexa! He has shut down this A-side play from Na'Vi. Guardian left up alone. 20 seconds left on the clock and no time to go for this wrap. He was hoping a kill might have presented itself, and it has not. So now this save call's come through, but Jax is already on the angle. G2, they're going to steal a Force Spy round straight back from Na'Vi. Nexa, not in the most ideal of positions, putting that Deagle to serious work there. And oh my, what a hero.
The body shot Meister with that Deagle as well, not even landing the headshots, but it's so low HP from all that CZ work that Amanek put up and the rest of G2 on the stack. Just too many angles, too many counter-terrorists, and Na'Vi, they force right back into it. This buy is considerably better though. 3 Kriegs, no AWP though. Boomich already down to 3 points of health, and what a game we're having here, Harry. This is exactly what we wanted it to be, but Nexa, this is uncomfortable. He's getting pinned. Jax is out wide. He gets a frag, but the trade is in. Nexa still in this position. Molotov will force him out. He has a smoke to stay under balcony. Simple doesn't have anything to get him out, so he's just got to take a frag, take a flash, and get the kill. Electronics got him instead. So G2 down a man here. Flashes over for Kenny to try and set his teammates coming out of CT. They're not waiting for a bomb plant, but maybe they should have. Trading 1-for-1 onto Simple. Hunter now. Molotov to try and stop the default plant. That will land wide. I like that molly. But is it going to be enough to stop Na'Vi in their tracks? They've already taken control towards the window. Electronic has cut off any form of rotation here for G2.
Oh, not quite able to get rid of Hunter. If that kill comes in, this is a Na'Vi round. Without it, though, Flamey and Boomich throwing into this 2-on-2. And there's been so much time for these G2 players to shuffle around the map and take up new positions that Na'Vi, they're walking into this blind. They go back towards the A-bomb site. And this is where G2 have kept both Hunter and Kenny back in the CT. Kenny's going to hear these footsteps. He's looking to deny the bomb plant. Nade in. Boomich still getting that bomb planted. Flamey's looking away, though. And both players peek from CT. Flamey gets mopped up. G2 are on to a 12th round.
I think he was just waiting for the cat play, right? After Hunter gets that kill, it's assumed by Na'Vi that Hunter's gone towards B and they've just split one per site. Well, G2, they read into that rotation from Na'Vi. They double stacked up on A. Flamey's watching for a flank that's never going to come through. A repeat that just wasn't in the armory for G2. And, well, that defuse is found with plenty of time. Nice grenade from Kenny as well. I thought he was going to hit the wallbang. That shot is actually super easy to hit with an AWP if you know the lineup. One thing we do know is the Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel Power Play is on today. If you've seen a clip or a play in this matchup that you've liked, go over to the ESL CS Twitter and vote for it. We have Simple Breaks It Down, we have Guardian Guards A, and we have a whole lot more. You're going to have to go over to Twitter if you want to see the rest.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to choose just 4 moments from this series. We've not been shy on huge individual plays, and this round would require another one from the Na'Vi side if they want to find anything in it. They were able to counter that second round with a buy similar to this. However, you can't imagine it's going to catch G2 twice.
Oh my!
Boomich, that's lovely! He gets himself up above the smoke and uses it like a one-way. I don't even know what he just jumped on top of.
The lamp. We can't even, like, we saw Aminek's perspective. We couldn't even see Boomich.
Yeah, I didn't think he had an angle from there.
Dear, oh dear. Na'Vi just continuing to impress in situations where, well, they really shouldn't. Boost is good, but Flamey gets picked up on A, so the A split not going to come through, and Hunter's ready for the trick that he loves to do so much. 4-on-2. And wherever Na'Vi go, they're going to meet guns, so tough luck.
Kenny looked away for a second, and in that exact second that he looked away, Guardian got across. He's still going to hold the angle, and the peek in from Electronic, immediate response there from Guardian. Not fast enough, however, to deal with Kenny, and Kenny is warming up over on this CT side. 13th round now on the board for G2. Moving closer and closer to taking us the distance here.
We wanted 3 maps here, and that might be what we get, Harry. Look at this. Just filth. Nice shots from Kenny as well. I mean, just the confidence, and that's a dirty kill onto Guardian as well from the site. Not even falling back to traditional AWP positions, just taking headshot angles. And the pressure is on for Na'Vi. They can feel it. 13-7, bit of a tech pause here. Headsets are off, so we'll be waiting for that to get sorted out in London. And yeah, I mean, it's not looking like the confident, bubbly, having fun Na'Vi that has been shown throughout this entire group. The G2 side of things, they should be more than comfortable here. Dust 2 looking likely.
And that's the thing, with Mirage starting to feel like a good G2 map, a map that, you know, we didn't used to see him play all too much with the old squad. It's an interesting adaptation, I guess, to some of these communication problems that they must be having. You know, you're not lacking on raw talent. It's a very easy map that you can try and pug around in. And I'm not saying that's what they're doing by any stretch of the imagination. But I wonder if this is just going to become one of the home maps early on for this G2 squad, where they iron out some of these kinks, right? That's kind of what we've been seeing. They've been picking into it a lot. They've been letting it through the vetoes a lot. And I think that's where bringing in 2 new players like Hunter and Nexa, they bring a lot to the table there, right?
Yeah.
Hunter on the T side, that window boost, something that they throw in time and time again. He's so confident from that position.
And when we saw Nexa back on, you know, old teams like Crazy, Imperial, etc., the teams with Esperanto, I mean, this was a go-to. Mirage was like one of the best maps of their roster, and, you know, Esperanto was so good towards that connector, is so good towards that connector, and Nexa's got plenty of experience in leading a team on Mirage, so, you know, why not bring it into your map pool as a mainstay here? It's certainly looking good. 13-7 up against Na'Vi, who historically have had great success on Mirage, so I think G2 are going to be more than happy with how this one's going, and considering Dust 2 is the third map of this series, I mean, it is all over the place, Harry. It's all up in the air. There's a world where G2 can take this series over Na'Vi despite not coming into this one as the favourites. I didn't think I'd see Na'Vi looking so out of a map.
Just quickly, while we are in this technical timeout, just a few things to note with Na'Vi. They have only played DreamHack Masters Malmo and this tournament with this roster. We have seen a lot of happy times. They are sitting there at quite the hefty win-loss ratio, with only 2 maps being lost, both to Vitality over there in DreamHack Masters Malmo. This is one of the first times that we have seen them pushed in this environment, and thus maybe the reason for a bit more head scratching.
Na'Vi, a reoccurring problem with majority French teams perhaps as well, creeping on in. And this is where you hope the Na'Vi don't get in their own heads too much. Simple, emerging from this smoke, but he's not forced any peeks yet. Kenny just holding the line, will get tagged, but not quite found there by Simple on his catwalk aggression. At least that is going to stem the amount of players over here towards mid. Jack still maintaining this position in the connector, goes blow for blow with Electronics. So Na'Vi, they found a lot of damage early. Wow. They've brought 2 of these players down to instant death almost.
I've never seen so many near fights. We've got 3 players sub 10 HP or around that mark at least.
Here's the thing, it looks like G2 are just going to go back in for the challenge over in mid, and it's risky, it's high risk, high reward, because if these full HP players go down in this engagement, you're left with Jackson Kenny bought low, but somehow they dodge in, they throw all that utility, they show their head with 3 players over in middle, they get 1 kill from it, and now they just back away. And that is the perfect stance to be in. They've somewhat negated a lot of this early damage that's been found from Na'Vi, now leaving it in this 5-on-4.
Simple faking footsteps back towards that B-bomb site in case G2 have pushed or are deep on catwalk. Na'Vi saw that push earlier, but no one's going to be getting any fake info here for G2. 25 seconds. Na'Vi have got to go. Guardian with the bomb on ramp alone. If he dies, this round is over immediately. The second Guardian is gone, G2 win a round. So it is very important that he comes in late, but not too late, because 13 seconds there are the entries. Flamey and Simple getting opening kills. Can he kill Guardian? Yes, he can. The round's done. It's lost. It's over for Na'Vi. They can try all they want, but Flamey is not there in time. And Kenny, he gets 1 kill that makes all the difference. Frags are in for Na'Vi. The entries may be all over the board, but G2 with a 14th round. That cannot feel good if you're Na'Vi. They played that to perfection, with the exception of the time and, of course, Kenny winning that battle, but everything else came in around them. All those opening kills. Guardian coming out ramp late enough that he should have been able to cross, but taking a duel versus the AWP when you've got no teammate to trade you or pick up that package is a done deal. It's a lost round. It's over.
I've really been loving watching Malik with the guys on G2, especially with Jax, because even though in that last game, right, we saw the camera was on them at the end, he went over to Jax, he put his arms around him, he was talking to him, right? And I think that's perfect. You know, you want someone, coaches, you want someone who, you know, could tell you when you're doing something wrong, isn't afraid to voice his opinion, but also being supportive of someone who you know is struggling in the G2 squad. And not even struggling from a stats perspective, more just how comfortable he feels with a lot of these changes that have gone on. Naively communicated in English, which is quite the task to embark upon.
Yeah, I can barely do it.
And so now, this round, Faze back in for Na'Vi, but this could very well be their last investment on this map, right? If they lose this one, they put everything into it.
Ooh. He's going back. Keen Kenny. Luckily, he's got Jack supporting him at top mid, but he might need more than support because flashes are good. Boomich is not going to get the kill, though. And Guardian's not ready for the repeat. Jack's going wide. What a round from him, and what a time for it to transpire as well. 14-7 for G2, and 2 kills away from that dreaded map point. Dreaded for Na'Vi, at least. And really nothing they can do. Look how annoying Amanek is. He's just not giving a kill. He is just waiting for Na'Vi to drop into the site. And the second Electronic gets ready to, he gets repeat from Hunter. Simple with a trade, but it is not enough. Hunter with 2, Jax with 3, and G2 with 15.
Just one round away from taking us to Dust 2. And I mean, it feels like when we get there at this point, when we get there, this matchup, I feel like it's going to be so scrappy. I feel like it's going to be such a brawl to take that third map. Na'Vi, they've tried to play their system here. They've tried to play this one by the numbers, and they've been disrupted by the G2 squad. Cobbled together by up against map point from the Na'Vi side. Kenny already aggressing down here at ramp, but he's joined by Nexa, who gets into that little cubby over on the left. Kenny can take this first shot, and the idea is, while they're focused on dealing with this AWP, while they're focused on dealing with him, Nexa can spring the trap, but it's not transpired that way. The kills come in favor of Na'Vi. They dismantle that ramp aggression almost immediately, and Electronic is already so deep towards this CT spawn. Oh,
it's a Batman
just
movie.
Looked away, and there we go, back in again. Electronic smiting down 2. Hunter looking now to run away, and they line up for him.
Boomich kills Flamey as well. Not a worry, though, for Na'Vi. That's a round 1 at least. They'll take it with the casualties. Guardian came into that round with a UMP and no armor as well. That looked like Na'Vi were ready to throw in the towel, but they are going to be able to pick it up regardless. And nice shots from Electronic. Very, very deep push into CT spawn. Cuts off those B rotates. And G2, tactical pause coming through. Na'Vi have none left, bear in mind. So they've just got to take every single round as it comes. Obviously, being able to use G2's tactical pause as a pause of their own. But knowing that you're so far behind in this matchup really does leave you with not a lot of solutions.
And I think as well with Boomich, someone who has looked so good for Na'Vi throughout every single game thus far, he's struggling a bit here. And coincidentally, this could happen on one of the first maps that Na'Vi have lost in quite some time with this squad. So this is where you're really thankful that G2 have taken a pause coming into this round, because you get to have Blade's input, you get to have him helping out your IGL in the form of Boomich. It can seem like such a tall order to be managing your team while you're struggling to manage yourself even. So at least, you've got that external input. And with no tactical pauses left for the Na'Vi side, they are just relying on being drip-fed them from the G2 squad. They're setting up for another fast A play, another set piece into this A bomb site, and it's just the pistol stack, namely over towards B from G2. The only man who has anything to say about this play is Nexa.
Missed air smoke.
I wonder if that gives them any avenue back in. Obviously, it's only these pistols, so you would imagine not. It's also a smoke you really can't afford to be missing up against map point. It's all fine in this round when you're only up against the pistols. Or maybe it's not, because the kill's now coming in. Nexa with 2 huge deags to find both of them. And the man advantage in favor of G2. The bomb is out in the open. Nexa is a menace with this Deagle. Finally, they've dealt with him. And Simple, the cleanup crew is in. Thankfully, Simple and Electronic are there.
Simple's like, how do you guys keep dying? Just kill him. Just click him. Stop. I mean, that got scary for Na'Vi, right? The bomb plot coming in for Flamey, that smoke's fading. Nexa almost getting, a chance to stop that bomb before it gets planted. And I mean, as a terrorist, there's nothing worse than your smoke's fading and you not getting a bomb plant, because you're left with no utility, like no way to get that bomb down, but you're dedicated inside of the site. Especially worse when the bomb is dropped in the open as well. That being said, it's still a round 1. But, I mean, these are coming down to the wire, Harry, and those are only pistols for G2. So now armed to the teeth of the AWP, Guardian has already been put back to 50. All it's going to take is one round from G2, and Na'Vi going back in for A-smokes. The same setup we saw closer round. Last time it turned out favorable for Na'Vi. Will this one be the same? Nexus close. They don't check it. Boomich. Oh, he gets away with a kill. Simple saves his teammate's life. And Boomich follows up onto A. Both close players gone down. G2. That is an unfortunate couple of kills, but Na'Vi will take it every day of the week.
Bomb has been planted. And if you're G2 now, you know, in the back of your heads, you might be thinking, okay, maybe we just throw a couple of bodies extra over towards that A bomb site. But you kind of know that Na'Vi are just trying to condition them toward this side of the map. They've just been running A take after A take. And you bet that the one round they try and put an extra man over towards A, Na'Vi are going to slow things right down. Oh my word! I don't know. I don't know what's happened. Na'Vi, they've suddenly, you know, they're feeling it again. Yeah,
they're done with it, Harry. It's the Na'Vi we've been seeing all tournament, right? Like drop a load of rounds, pull it all back and win. Is that going to happen here? I don't know. I don't want to assume. We're 5 rounds away from a potential overtime, but if there was a squad to do it, it would be this one. Clean kills from Simple in this round. He gets 3. He denies a save on that B bomb site, as Electronic does as well. And only Hunter gets away with a gun in that round. So G2, they can't even really fully invest anymore, and they've got to take another eco. That being said, you know, with some of the deegs that we've been seeing from the likes of Nexus specifically, I don't want to count them out in any of these rounds. 15-10, another pause for G2, starting to run dry on them as well. They may have map point, but they realize that this could fall apart in an instant.
And this is where for Na'Vi, every round they get, we see more and more pauses come through for G2. And so them not having any pauses left starts to matter a little less, right? They're able to piggyback on the back of G2's tactical timeouts. No money for G2 in this round. All that they've got to play around with is that saved AUG over on Hunter. And so this is the round they employ this stack in towards the A-bomb site. Hunter able to open up with a kill over in mid. That's the AUG spotted for Na'Vi. He'll run away. He's content with that man advantage.
Yeah, Boomich continuing to get picked up here at the start. Not the start that Na'Vi wanted into such a crucial round. He's 7-19. You mentioned this earlier. It is rare to see, really. Boomich, you know, always consistent, it feels, but having a rough time here. Pistols on A, 4 of them. Hunter is in the apartments. He's taken some control. Flamey could find himself in a fight as well. This B split comes through and Hunter gets another kill. That could be huge. He's dropped Guardian, seen the bomb as well. He can call for a bit of a rotation, but he strafes out wide and Electronic was ready for the re-peek. That's the only man in the B site gone, and Simple is killing all the A players from range, spraying them down. Amanek is low. Jax is trying to stop the man inside of the site, but Electronic with a crucial kill. That would have been a 1-on-2 for Flamey if not, but now it's that for Amanek and he cannot get it back into the site. Na'Vi with 11. Realizing now that this is well and truly happening. 4 rounds in the way of overtime.
They're certainly making G2 sweat at the very, very least. Guardian with his AWP back, taking it over towards B. He had the spawn for that. We haven't seen an instant B peek yet. And he won't do it in this round, instead electing to hold those lower tunnels, deny any aggression towards this side of the map. G2, in spite of Na'Vi going for these A executes up against the rifles time and time again, they've only got 1 man towards that A side of the map. They've instead pulled this double mid play in between Jax and Kenny. We've seen them run this a few times with mixed results, but usually G2 coming out on top. However, for Na'Vi, it might just be back to this A play again. And if you're G2, you're going to be kicking yourselves because you've only got 1 man here. Thankfully, Nexa has been very, very stingy with this smoke. He hasn't thrown that out. And now that he sees this utility, he can look to get that smoke in. Ooh. Gonna decide against it and hold on to that until this retake comes through, there's not a gap he can work with on that smoke. Bomb plant found at a 5v5 retake now.
I love how Na'Vi threw the top ticket smoke as well. We don't really see many teams go for that, but it's really hamstrung. G2 on the retake, I say that. It's faded. Nexa gets a kill. Jax has taken down Electronic in the spawn, trying to wrap towards mid for this play. Now the flank not coming through. Jax coming to reunite with his teammates, and Guardian needs to nail this shot first time around. He does. Coming out from CT is Nexa. Kenny S up and above. Will he spot Simple? Oh, just getting away with it. Simple's killed Nexa. Guardian has followed up and Simple with 2. Somehow, Na'Vi are back in the lead. This is a 5-on-3 retake for G2, and the mighty have fallen. Jax is on the run. He's out of this round, and Na'Vi are up to 12. Simple and Guardian coming alive with 2 kills apiece. It seems like no matter what is in the face of Na'Vi, they just will not stop.
And I mean, I'm kind of glad that we caught that kill onto, I think it was Kenny over at stairs from Simple's perspective.
Yeah.
You see just how quick that readjustment was. He takes a first fight over into CT, wins it, and then just immediately nails Kenny over on stairs. He is looking stellar. Simple, close to 30 kills. He'd been not quiet in this game, but not this level of insane. And now he's looking warmed up. He's looking ready to go back onto pistols for the G2 squad. They stack over towards the A side of the map, and surprise, surprise, Na'Vi have decided to head towards B.
It's a classic, Harry. I mean, he's going to know ahead of time because he is pushed up, but I mean, surely no more than one, if that. Boomich is back up in his little lamp spot. Gonna fall off. Amanek. Ooh, there's some legs, but he's so blind, and Boomich is gonna take him down. No question about it for Na'Vi. I love that. I hate it when teams run into B when they don't have control in the apartments. They don't flash close. Flashing close is just a guaranteed kill. It feels like every single time if those CTs have gotten aggressive. And Na'Vi read the situation well, knowing pistols are in play. G2 are likely gonna try and cheese their way to individual fights. 5-on-3. It's a save for Jax. Nexa and Kenny can look to do whatever they want. Try and grab AKs for the exit. That's just going to bail and get spotted getting out of there. And it's not a worry. Na'Vi have taken 13 rounds. G2, keep all the money you want, boys, because you have 2 attempts now to close out this game. To get us to Dust 2. To stay in this group. Or will Na'Vi close it all out in overtime? Because I feel like at this point, if we hit overtime, it's so hard to see G2 winning this game.
Yeah, because it must feel like Na'Vi are almost in your heads, right? They're one step ahead. They're reading this game so well. And, you know, they go A, they just blister that A-bomb site with set pieces for 3-4 rounds straight. Then in that one anti-eco, they change the pace. That kind of puts that seed of doubt back in the minds of G2. And then they go back with the set piece into A. And at that point, G2, they've started to run out of rounds in the half. You know, you can't keep saying to yourself, oh, well, surely they don't go A again. Because they do keep going A. And then finally, when they don't, they're able to switch it up. And this is where if you're G2, you're getting in your own head a bit. By the way, Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel Power Plays. Obviously, we've had so many highlight moments. You can go over to twitter.com/ESLCS and you can vote options A through D. Obviously, we've had highlight plays from Simple, Guardian, Kenny, Hunter. We've had so many big moments. And to only pick 4, well, that's a hard challenge. But you've got to go over and vote and have your say. That'll be broken down by our wonderful Chad Sponge Birchall over at the Telestrator later on.
Double AWP. Both sides as well, Harry. This is a big change from both these rosters. G2 finally getting money in their hands. And, well, Na'Vi, they've had money all half long. Guardian, what a pick. Amanek is dead in the apartments. Hunter, he tries to come in to save this B bomb site to salvage it from the wreckage, but even so, Na'Vi have ditched. They want nothing to do with it. They've got a man advantage. They can settle back into a 5-on-4 and decide where they want to go from here. Double under bulk setup, but Na'Vi have not forgotten to molly that on any of their A plays so far. Flamey is in Palace with a Molotov. So if this does end up on A, then Na'Vi hopefully got their boxes ticked.
And this is where it looks like they're going to throw just that set piece back into the mix once again. And this is where G2, losing a man so early, has put extra pressure on Kenny to be in that swing position. As a result, he arrives to CT just a little too late, goes straight through that smoke. He doesn't want to give Na'Vi any time. And with 2 players under the palace, Na'Vi, are they ready for this double hold in this corner of the map? They've dealt with one. Nexa, the unknown quantity. Oh, no. Simple spraying in, and Simple's found him. Hunter now alone, AWP in hand, 4 players to find. Simple was trying to get a knife by the looks of things, so he is clearly feeling confident. And when Simple is smiling, when Simple's going for laughs, that's a Simple you don't want to run into on the server. 14-15, 1 round away from overtime.
There was no indication that there were 2 players on the balk. Absolutely no noise, nothing to give that information to Na'Vi. They get a kill on the balk on the first player that swings, and then Simple just spams a smoke out of nowhere. And Na'Vi will win the round off the back of it. That setup from Nexa could have saved G2 if he didn't get checked, but Na'Vi always ready. 14-15, overtime on the cards. Amanex on the AWP to join Kenny once again. Guardian solo warping this time, and Kenny, missed shot. Uncharacteristic. The cracks are starting to show here for G2. They have been all half long. A streak of rounds for Na'Vi that has put them in this position, and they have no signs of slowing down. Hunter playing with fire.
And this was 15-7 in favor of G2. Na'Vi 1 away from chaining 8 rounds together in a row.
I remember at 15-7 you said to me, you know, at this point we can assume the game is done. Yeah. And I agreed, Harry.
Now
when we get to Dust 2.
Now they're making us eat our words. Round number 30, we've gone the distance, and we need a hero on the G2 squad. They've gone ahead and rotated preemptively an extra player toward this B-bomb site. And now Nexa in rotation as well. Hunter holding the line, and we needed a hero. Hunter trying to be that 3rd kill. Simple's in with the response. This is Chaos. Kenny smites him down, and now it's Electronic alone throwing into this clutch. He's trying to deal with the players over in the market. Nexa has him dead to rights, and Kenny's gonna land the flick. G2, it takes them 30 rounds of Counter-Strike, but they get this second map 16-14. They narrowly beat Na'Vi, and they take us the distance. We're going to Dust 2. You do not want to miss this series. That map was Counter-Strike on steroids, and Dust 2 might just go the same way. Let's recap some of those power plays, though, as there's been so many highlight moments. Firstly, we've got the Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel power plays. I should give the full title. We've got Simple breaking it down over towards the B-bomb site. Then Guardian, he had a couple of big moments over on Overpass. He was looking